This is Inside Rakuten AI, your deep dive into Rakuten's groundbreaking work pushing artificial intelligence forward in Japan. On this episode, we explore how specialized AI is revolutionizing retail. The right tool for the right job. Our guide, Neil Primozich, General Manager of Rakuten's Merchandising and Advertisement Department.
Hi, Neil. Good to have you here today with us.
Thank you.
I know that you have a long tenure here at Rakuten, and I'm very curious about what you have seen in the Rakuten AI space for advertising specifically.
It's interesting because over such a long period of time, most of it's evolutionary, right? Just bits and pieces, you're adding something to a model, and it's growing kind of evolutionary. The difference now is you have large language models, and you don't have to think so much. You can say, hey, can you describe this person, right? And it'll go through the history and give you a list out. Or describe this ad, and it would list it out. It just changes everything.
And your team is working on the pricing inventory optimization platform and the Rakuten promotion platform. These, of course, are central to ads here for us at Rakuten. What do they help us solve?
The price and inventory optimization platform, it'll go through all the merchants' history, their prices for all their items, and then we can help them suggest what price to sell the item at. But also we can forecast their inventory at any given price point. And, super sales coming up, how much stock should they put, right? And it's a disaster if you buy too much. And it's also a disaster if you buy too few, right? And so this has always been a very difficult game for retailers, right? I don't want to be stuck with an inventory full of shoe polish, following, even though it was free, we can't sell it.
And could you give us some other specific examples of how this is helping Rakuten generate revenue and results?
So it's all about merchant empowerment. So if we look at it from that standpoint, how do we grow the merchant's business, right? And one, they have to be attractive to the customer. So it has to be the right price. We have to have the right amount of inventory. And then we need to advertise. We need to tell them, the shopper that, hey, this item exists for this retailer. It's a really great deal. Please come and buy. Right. So these two together, they're a really powerful combination.
And let's talk a little bit about specialized AI, because it's my understanding that specialized AI is more effective than general AI. Can you shine some light on that?
AI gets used everywhere, right? And you might as well just say magic, right? You have Gandalf with a group of wizards going around making everything beautiful and wonderful. But the reality is, large language models are a part of AI. They're not AI. If you're getting a self-driving car, I can guarantee it's not driven by ChatGPT, right? These things, they're very specific. And the model needs to have very specific data and trained with constraints. And it usually goes through a process of reinforcement learning, where it tries something, it fails, try something, fails, try, but it keeps learning. Generalized AI, like a large language model, it'll play a game of chess, but every single large language model I can beat at chess. And the reason is they play an average game, right? I'm not great, but I'm better than average, and I can destroy them all. But, chess.com bot destroys me every single time. So it's about the right tool for the right job.
How do you think the solutions we're working on can really empower the merchants?
It's an optimized retail environment for them. But we never had the tool advertising to help them. Now we do. Right? So now it's a complete package. We can come into the retailer and we can help them to drive customers to their store and sell things at a lower price than they would normally. And as long as you can manage those correctly and optimize them, the right price, the promotion, the placement to the person, everything's wonderful. Because now we can drive the traffic.
And how do we make it wonderful all the way to the end consumer?
Points.
Points.
Points is our secret weapon. Can we give incentives for the customer to drive them and buy, the advertised items?
Thanks again for being here with us.
Thank you very much. It was fun.